Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, also known as Abraham, when migrated from the land of his people, he asked Allah to grant him a pious son. And Allah gave him glad tidings of a forbearing son called Ismail. Ismail was his firstborn son, and he was born after Abraham had reached the age of 86 years. When Ismail reached the age of work with him, that is, when he became a youth and started to deal with things of his interest on his own, just like his father or an adult, Abraham had a dream that he was being commanded to offer his son in sacrifice. And Ibn Abbas rahimahullah has narrated, dreams of prophets are revelations. That means it was the command of Allah Almighty. It was a tremendous trial from Allah for Abraham that he would offer to sacrifice his only son, who was born after he had reached the old age. He obeyed Allah in his earlier command by settling them in the barren land. However, Allah took care of them and made a way out of their hardship. Then, when he was again commanded to offer his only son in sacrifice, he never hesitated for a moment and wanted to fulfill Allah's command as soon as possible. He talked to his son about this dream so he also could be ready psychologically. He said, "O my son, I see in a dream that I offer you in sacrifice. So tell me what your view is." This forbearing son made his father immensely happy by saying, "O my father, do as you are commanded. You will find me, if Allah so willed, one of the patient." This is an answer of a person who is devotedly obedient to his father and to his Lord Allah. Allah Almighty says, "So when they had both submitted to the will of Allah, and he laid him down upon his brow." Submitted to the will of Allah means that they got ready to fulfill the command of Allah and determined to carry it out. He laid him down upon his brow means upon his face in downward direction, as Ibn Abbas rahimahullah and Mujahid rahimahullah said that Abraham wanted to sacrifice him from his back of head so that he could not see it happening. In another opinion, it is said that Abraham laid him down in the same way as any sacrificed animal is laid down for this purpose. However, some of his forehead touched the ground. Both submitted to the will of Allah, that Abraham mentioned the name of Allah and glorified him, and Ismail made his intention of being killed in the way of Allah. It is said that Abraham tried to pass the knife through his neck, but it didn't cut anything. Then a call came from Allah the Almighty, "O Abraham, you have indeed fulfilled the vision." This was indeed a manifest trial, and we redeemed him with a momentous sacrifice. The majority of the scholars are of the opinion that the sacrifice was a white sheep with big eyes and horns. The question is, which animals are allowed in the way of Allah? Allah Almighty has mentioned in the Quran that sheep, goats, lambs, cows, which includes buffaloes and bulls also, or camels, are allowed. Sunnate Ibrahimi had started from that moment and is followed till yet.